Hey everyone, Will Bradwell here with Miami Review Pro with a marketing in the car kind of update. One of the things that I've learned in the last couple months about marketing is just getting out there, getting on video. It's not going to be perfect, but as long as you deliver value, that's what it's all about. And so another thing that I'm learning is about documenting instead of creating. And so just documenting the journey of building a business. And I've been an entrepreneur kind of, I guess, on and off for my whole life. I grew up in my family business, selling tropical fish out of our backyard, locally here in Miami. And so growing up as a kid, helping put away fish, getting into high school, working more with customers, as the internet came about, building the website for our business, Neighborhood Fish Farm. And as I continued to grow in my experience, going off to college, learning more about marketing, coming back after college, and with social media being a thing, getting us onto Facebook, Instagram, all the social media channels that are out there, keeping the website updated, and just building new tools for email marketing, all those kind of things I've done in my history, mostly focused on my family's businesses. My dad's kind of like a serial entrepreneur too, so he did the fish farm since 1971. He quote unquote retired a couple years back and bought some land down in Hawaii and started another fish farm out there on the upper east coast of the Big Island, and now he's gone into growing Christmas trees and having a Christmas tree farm out there. So, and I help with all of their marketing, all of their online social media, website for reserving trees online as well. So I have a lot of practice in kind of, I guess, my own family's businesses, and I want to reach out and help more businesses locally here in Miami or across the country. Anybody that I'm able to help, because one, it's a passion of mine. I love just learning new things about marketing and helping make money for all the businesses that I've helped so far. But also, I'm heading closer to my 40s. I have a young child. He's about 3 years old now. And as he's growing up, I love growing up in an entrepreneurial household and having our own business and just having, something to work on and develop in when I was a kid. So ideally, I'd like to kind of build up my digital marketing agency as something that, as he grows up, he has something that he can play around in and learn more about what his dad is doing online and helping others make money. Because one of the things that is always going to be in style is business. There's always going to be businesses being born and needing new ways to keep up with marketing and keep up with their customers and keep building. And it's hard for business owners themselves to be on top of all the marketing pieces. And so that's one of the things that I just always had a drive towards, is learning how to build up that marketing, more so than the actual day-to-day of the business itself. Like when we were running the fish farm, I'd feed the fish, I'd mix all the foods, I'd check on the fish that are not doing well, medicate them, get into all those things. But one of the things that I just love more is just stepping back and finding ways to market the business, advertise it, speak to customers about what they enjoy, what their experiences is, communicating that out to new customers, and doing that. So everybody has a passion, usually, especially for most businesses. That passion is what got them into their specific business that they're interested in. and they might not just have the you know the desire to get into the nitty-gritty of marketing and all the different things you kind of need to do these days to set your business apart. So that's part of what I'm doing here. I will be making videos like this, posting them on YouTube, kind of documenting my journey in this. So we're in February 2023. I kind of made my mission in 2023 to become a self-sustaining business of my own, rather than just supporting my family's businesses. So one of the main things that I learned in the last year, and especially in the last couple months, is the importance of online reviews and the barrier of making it easy for customers to leave reviews. It's something that, especially for our newest business, the Christmas Tree Farm, it was just always eluding us. I would send out email updates to all of our customers throughout the year leading up. Of course, it's a very seasonal kind of item, so people get their Christmas trees, and then they're not really going to get a Christmas tree again for probably another couple months or almost a year. So you kind of have to hit them when it's still top of mind. And so I would always send email updates out to them. We printed up all of our different cards, business cards, that had like little quick QR codes or links on the back for how to leave a review. But nothing ever seemed to work. We might get like a few reviews a year. So at the end of last year, so I guess beginning of 2022, we had, I think, 12 reviews on Google, 12 or 13 reviews. And so I knew this was something that I wanted to get figured out and get solved for that business in particular, because there's not a whole lot of Christmas tree farms on the island in Hawaii. Of course, it's a unique experience to be able to go out and cut your own tree and not just get the ones that are shipped in from the Northeast. But there were some other businesses that have been out there doing it for years, and some of them have been around like 8 or 10 years, so they had more reviews than we had in the 3 or 4 years that we've been open. But I knew that that's one of the first things people check and search, and Google loves showing relevant things. And one of the biggest tip-offs for Google to be a relevant business is reviews. Things that other people have said, just like word of mouth is in the offline world. You want to hear about where to buy a Christmas tree, you'll ask your friends, hey, where did you buy yours? Google understands that concept, and when you're looking for something to buy, they want to show the most relevant businesses that have provided great experiences to others. And so while our business had great reviews, they were all 5-star reviews over the few years we had been open, there weren't that many of them compared to some of the more established places. So I went through a whole training. There was a company that had a Black Friday deal on some training for how to get reviews for local businesses. And since I know it was an important thing, I invested into that program, and a particular software model that helps take care of that process. And since I'd been trying to do it myself all these times, I finally, as an entrepreneur myself, we're always looking for ways to kind of shortcut the system or cut a cost or not have to pay something else to do it. But I decided if it's going to be worth it, I'm going to try it out and test it. And so that's what I did. I went through the training, I listened to all the modules, I bought into the software and got myself a license for it and tested it out. And that is the pretty much sole reason why we've over doubled our reviews in the last 2 months. So how the system works is you give it your emails, it You help it generate the script that's fitting to your company. You put in your own logo, you put in your own copy, you customize it to your own business. You get a custom link that makes it easy for your customers to just click on it. And if you already have good rapport, good history with your customers, they'll see an email coming from your company and they'll take a look. And it's super simple. It's a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Your customer can just click whichever button they have the most experience, or the most relatable experience, which, if you've been doing good at your job, you should be just getting a quick thumbs up because everybody loves you. And it goes from there. If they give a thumbs up, it just tells them, we're so glad that you had a great time with us, we're glad you enjoyed our service or whatnot, and just lets them know, here's our review links. What you can really do to help us out is just head over there and just let them know what you thought. It'll help us, it'll help others that are looking for businesses like us in the future, and we'd be super grateful. Something super simple, but it takes the pressure off of asking a customer for a review, because that added pressure is something they might be like, oh, I'm gonna have to leave a review. That's gonna be a whole process. I'm gonna have to go find their thing. How's it gonna look like? Where should I leave my review? Are they on Google, or are they on Yelp, or should I leave one on Facebook or Angie's List? Like, I don't know. Leave a review where? So it just takes it to just, how was your experience? Everybody can quickly answer if their experience was good or bad. So instead of asking them a big request, it starts with a really small request, something easier for them to just click a single button. And then once they've done that, it's the easiest of micro commitments to get them to kind of get the ball rolling. And then once they've done that and they get prompted with, great, here's all you need to do to leave us a review. If they go to Google, they just click Google and it pops up at the page right where you fill out the stars in your description. No more, no less, no distractions, no anything else. It just takes them right to that page, makes it super simple, and that's what's made it super easy for our business at the Christmas Tree Farm to more than double our reviews. So we did one primary launch of outreach to our customers back in, I want to say, close to Christmas, so like the last week before Christmas, and then over the New Year break, to ask for reviews while it's still the most fresh. And we basically, how the system works is we send out several emails. So we send out the first email, and then we space out 2 more emails, so just in case it's not the best time of day, or they forget, or they're busy, or they just don't check their email that often. It gives them 2 more opportunities to just get that email and do a quick reply. And so after the system ran through everything for that first batch, we gave it kind of a month break, and then we compiled our list of all of our offline sales, and then I just started sending out a couple emails earlier this month. And while it's still fresh enough, we're still in winter technically, so people are still thinking about their Christmas trees and experience, so they're able to kind of still remember and say good things about us. So we've gotten almost probably half a dozen or more new reviews just in the last couple weeks since we sent out our second batch of review requests. And it's not something that inundates the customers' emails. It's not something to be harassing. It's not something to be pushy about. Since we're not really asking for a review, we're just asking what their experience is. It comes off different, and it just seems to work like nothing else that I've tried before. And so that's why, with the experience I've had in doing that, I work here in Miami. I have a 9 to 5 in healthcare. administration and support, doing analytics and data. That's another one of my passions, is just coding and just building out websites and SQL and programming languages and all that kind of stuff. So I love data and I love marketing. So during my 9 to 5, working to support my family and have healthcare benefits and everything like that. Of course, I live in Miami, and so on my drives, like I'm doing right now, I drive past probably hundreds of businesses that I'm not able to check in on all of them, but the fact that they're still alive and still kicking tells me that they're good at what they do. But competition is always coming up. There's always new competition. There's always new people coming into the market. And if a certain business wants to stand out but doesn't know how to, with all the years of experience that I've built over time doing all my different business ventures, I figured I could use some of my skills to help businesses out there in my community. And since the world these days is pretty much everywhere all the time, always, if there's any other businesses out there that are beyond my local reach, I completely welcome to the opportunity to chat with them and let them know about things that they could use in their own market too. Of course, everything that I'm talking about, obviously, it isn't necessarily local to Miami. I'm talking about a Christmas tree farm in Hawaii that I helped out with their reviews, because the technology is universal. But I always figured, since I live and breathe in Miami, supporting the local economy in this way is what makes most sense. That's why I named my business Miami Review Pro, because I saw there's not a lot of specialists that are focused on review generation and that piece of the business. There's tons of marketing agencies, there's tons of advertising, there's tons of videographers, there's tons of all of that, but the review specialist that's just focused on helping your business get more reviews, real reviews from your customers online, to help you stand out for that 30 seconds that a customer's looking for somebody to do business with them. They have a leaky faucet and they want to find a good plumber. Their AC broke and it's Miami, so it's 95 degrees and even hotter in your house, but you don't know any recommendations personally because you're new here, so you're searching online, you don't know who to pick. You're probably going to go to Google, you're probably going to search for AC repair or AC service near you, and you're probably going to pick one of the top 3 reviewed businesses. Now, if you're an AC repair specialist, if you're a plumber here in Miami, and you're the 5th highest ranked, and your last positive reviews were from like 5 or 6 months ago, you're probably not getting that business. You're probably not getting that phone call. And that can hurt you. And there's simple things, like I said, that I learned in the past couple months, that's so easy to put in place. And it's inexpensive too. It's not something like SEO or a whole website build that can be like $5,000 or $10,000 where you have to throw a ton of money at this. It's a very simple strategy that I go through, and that's one of the reasons why it's a business that I'm comfortable within providing, because as an entrepreneur myself, I would always try to find the most bang for my buck and get the most results for the least amount of just risk in putting something out there, not being sure if it would work. And that's why I experimented with my own money, with my own family's businesses first, before I even created this business and this video that you're seeing now, and this whole venture. So that's what I'm doing, and I'd love to just be a part of making that impact on more businesses, like I said, either locally here in Miami or nationally. This YouTube page and all my other social media channels that I'll be building is going to be focused on, of course, helping businesses get more reviews. But as one of the other pieces of, documenting and not creating, it's about showing you how I'm building this business. Maybe you're a entrepreneur, maybe you're a student somewhere, and you just want to see what it's like starting from zero to success in the online world of making money, and you want to see the journey from zero to everything. Like I was watching a talk from one of the big stars, I forget what his name even was now, Hormozy or whatever it is, from Gym Launch, about how if you could go back and watch Amazon from the beginning of that, wouldn't it be interesting to see all the struggles and all the thought process along the way. So that's part of what I'm doing. It might not be worth much to a lot of people. If anybody's even watching this at this point 5 years down the road, it might be interesting. Leave a comment below and let me know when you're watching this.